Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Leo, your predictions champion.
And happy Thanksgiving. I am Cole 2K, your reigning defending trivia champion and predictions champion contender.
Indeed. You may be walking away as Cole 2 belts today, but we shall find out.
Let's hope so, right?
No, I'd like to keep this around my shoulder. It's I'm thankful for this. Even though it's not like the Canadian Thanksgiving.
Well, just wait till next year. We can celebrate the same day.
This early for a you son of a bitch. Wow. That might be a record.
It's never too early.
It's never too early for a you son of a bitch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never watched Wrestling Renaissance before every WWE, NXT, PLE, and TNA and AEW pay-per-view, we talk about the build-up to the shows, we make our official predictions, and then on subsequent shows like today, we break down the results, see how we fared in our predictions, and rate each match on the Co-op Entertainment Review scale of 1 to 10. And as of today, we are talking about AEW Full Gear 2025, which happened last weekend. And let's do top level thoughts before we move into the nitty gritty. What did you think of the show? Yeah.
It was long. It was a long one.
They're always long. It's brutal.
It was 13 matches, including the pre-show, the 1 hour pre-show, the 1 hour 10-minute pre-show.
Almost
1 hour 15-minute pre-show, which seems like that's a regular thing now.
I guess they just don't care now.
I mean, we can talk about that in just a second, but yeah, it's 4 hours or 4 matches for that, and then 9 matches on the card. It's just one after another, and I know we talked about it before. There needs to be some kind of middle met between going from match to match in 2 minutes that AEW does, and 20 minutes between matches that WWE does.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Got to be some kind of middle ground.
Yeah.
That's like the sweet spot is somewhere right in the middle.
Yeah, watching AEW is exhausting because there's a lot of matches. I'm going to put it this way. There's a lot of matches, and there's just no breathing time between the matches. They go from one match into a video package that lasts 30 seconds, and then they go right to the next match. It's crazy. It's so fast.
Wrestle Dream seemed like it was paced a little better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
I think we'd mentioned that. I don't know if it was just the video packages were a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Or what, but it seemed like that flowed a little bit better from match to match. But Full Gear was just one right on top of another.
Yeah, it was just exhausting.
It was so exhausting.
I tapped out with 3 matches to go. I was like, no. Actually, I think it was 4 matches to go. I'm like, I can't.
I don't know. I stayed awake the whole time. I regretted it because I had to be up at work the next morning. Normally on Sundays I don't have to, but last Sunday I did.
Yeah.
The morning after, so it was rough. It was rough, and the ending was definitely not something that.
Well, we'll get there.
Good. Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah, but the ending was definitely not something that you really maybe saw coming, or just kind of left you like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah,
pretty much.
I will say, let's applaud the crowd for dealing with it. They were there for like 11 days for this show.
They were there for a long time. Yeah.
And they kept up the energy, except for one match, but we'll get into that when we get to it.
Only one? No, they were rough. There was probably about 3 or 4 matches that they were kind of down for.
I thought they were pretty good. I thought
they were okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying they were like the best crowd of all time, but to sit there for like 6.5, 7 hours of wrestling and still be able to get into some of these matches, I was like, wow, my ass would be asleep and I'd be curled up under a blanket having a snooze at some point. Brutal.
I mean, crowd Crowd looked okay. Crowd was 10,000 plus.
Yeah.
They bragged about 4 or 5 straight years of Full Gear with 10,000 or more in attendance. Sure, that's all fine and dandy and great, but 4 days later, when you're on Dynamite in front of 1,400 people again, and the crowd's dead and doesn't look good, yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, they do pay-per-views well.
They do pay-per-views well.
That is one thing that AEW does.
Yeah.
Tony definitely tries to give you your money's worth for a pay-per-view.
Yeah. WWE is kind of the same way right now. Their pay-per-views are decent to great, and then their TV is just atrocious. It's just atrocious, which we went into last week.
We can debate on that one.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that because there's another show coming up. But yeah, I thought Full Gear was a mixed bag. I think that's the best way I can put it. It was a mixed bag. There was some highs and lows, but I think that the huge takeaway is that I will probably remember nothing from this show when all is said and done.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing about them, their pay-per-views are really good when you watch them in a vacuum.
Yeah.
But it's the follow-up. The follow-up is not there.
And the moments really aren't there anymore.
4 days later.
It's been a while since we had a moment. The last moment was probably Paige winning the title back from.
Yeah, it was All In when Paige went. And why is that?
Because it was a story. Yeah, it was a story.
It was the story that was the whole thing. Yeah.
Before that, it was like a long time. It was a long time before that. I couldn't tell you what.
It was Danielson losing.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So they have like 2 moments a year on average, it seems. All right, well, let's get into the matches. I've reordered the matches in order of how they were actually done on the show. I was not great this time at predicting the order of matches. I did get the last 3 correct, I think, but the rest of them were all over the place. So we'll proceed accordingly, starting with Pac versus Darby Allin kicked off the show. Pac and Darby Allin kicked off the show. Let's do our rating. Ah, crap. I dropped my lid.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my marker might be starting to dry up. I'm going to grab my lid. Just so Dante doesn't get it. He's sleeping on my chair, my sofa chair. He looks very comfortable. All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Okay, we're pretty close on that one. All right. Trying to remember. It's been a while since we've done one of these. That's all we do, right? And then we talk about the match.
Yeah,
it's been so long. What was the last show
then,
we did?
Predictions.
Yeah. What was the last show we did for Wrestling Renaissance? Was it WrestleDream? No, it was whatever was after WrestlePalooza. What was that? Perth.
Was it Crown Jewel?
I think it was Crown Jewel Perth. Yeah. Pretty sure. Oh, no, it was TNA Bound for Glory. That's what it was. We had that fill in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a while since we've done like a WWE one or an AEW one. All right. So, yeah, let's talk about this match. Let's start with the Bleacher Report, as we always do. And as always, they're pretty AEW bias. They gave it an A-, which I think is quite high. It was good, but it's not an A-. Guy's crazy. Notable moments and observations. Yeah, A-. I don't get
By the way, it was Halloween Havoc.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So it was about a month ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it has been a while. Okay. Darby Allin arrived after a dramatic video package showcasing his anger and recovery time after Blood and Guts, which I didn't watch, by the way. I saw some highlights. I don't know.
I was what it is, gruesome and ugly, nasty.
Yeah. The Daredevil was heavily bandaged for this contest. Pac slowly ripped them away and scratched at the visible burns. Yeah, so I mean, the burns had to have been make-upped, but they were pretty well done. Unless they were legit, I wouldn't put it past Darby Allin to just burn himself for shits and giggles. Because I highly doubt he got burned at the show.
You highly doubt he got burned at what show? The Full Gear or
Blood and Guts?
Oh, I mean, you saw him go through the
went through a flaming table.
Yeah, through the flaming tables, right?
Yeah, but like,
yeah,
happens all the time. It doesn't leave you with those kind of burns.
It might. I don't know.
I shouldn't say anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm not doctor teaching.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor.
Allin took some scary bumps in this, including a military press off the apron to the floor and a toss into the steel post to the outside. Yeah,
that was ugly. That was dumb.
The post was, but the military press off the apron to the floor, right on his back. I was like,
it's just dumb.
Like, yeah, you could pop a lung doing that. Like, literally pop a lung.
It's like there's no point in doing that.
No, not a match like this. Save that shit for blow-off matches. It's weird. The crowd.
That's essentially what Pac did through the flaming table.
Yeah, he just did it without any tables there.
Yeah.
The crowd chanted, "You can't kill him," as Darby Allin kept fighting. Darby Allin was the first man to kick out of Pac's rebound clothesline in a wild near fall that could have easily finished the contest. So, when I was watching this, I was anticipating a bore fest, but they did pretty well for playing within the rules of like a normal match. There wasn't really a whole lot in here that was like Darby style, like no weapons or anything like that. But they kind of made it work. I was entertained, and there were some good kickouts and all that kind of stuff. It just sucks that there was no story.
Yeah, I mean this story was Pac challenged him to a match, just him, no weapons, no gimmicks, no nothing, just a wrestling match between the two. Yeah. And then you'll realize that you can't hang with me pretty much. Mm-hmm. But Pac couldn't beat him with the wrestling, so he had to end up using Darby's bat to beat him.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the story.
So the story continues, I guess.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Well, now it's the Continental Classic season.
Right.
Tournament.
Yeah. Yay.
Which they're both in. Darby and Pac are both in.
Yay. Another title in the growing pile of gold in AEW.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it as an opening contest. I think it was actually the right call to have this as the opening contest. It was a little mix of action and drama and crazy moves. I don't disagree with it being the opener. And I enjoyed it for what it was. Yeah. I was going to give it an 8, but then I was like, can't be that generous. It's Darby and Pac. Come on now.
Yeah. Mine was just 6. It was just meh.
It was what it was. Predictions.
How it compared.
Oh yeah, what was our max ceiling?
Yeah. Oh, it was both 6.
Okay, so it did exceed my expectations, which I agree. It did.
Pretty much what I expected. And cage match voters 7.97. So almost an 8 for on cage match.
I can see that. that's not unfair. I don't think for AEW fans to give it that high.
On just about 500 votes. So
Yeah, I don't think it's an A minus. Bleacher Report, definitely some bias there.
let's see predictions.
Hashtag predictions.
Well, I guess silly us, we thought there might be some kind of ending to this whole Darby versus the Death Riders. We both picked Darby. That was my 9-pointer.
Oh,
Yep, and you just only had 4 on it, so I missed big time off the bat.
wow. Okay, all right. What was the bonus?
Yeah. Bonus question. We figured that Pac would have some backup with the Death Riders, and we even said that he would get help, but it wouldn't be from everybody. It would probably be from just like a Garcia, like one of the lower level. And well, we forgot the lowest level of one because it was Wheeler Yuta that came to help Pac.
Yeesh.
But the question was Darby going to have anybody to help back him up? And he did not.
No.
He had nobody.
He was alone.
He was alone. And alas, that's what we both said.
Wow. All right.
So we were both able to salvage a point.
Starting off with a tie. All right. Wow. But I
missed my 9-pointer.
I know. I didn't realize that. I have a chance.
Yep.
It's very slim, but I have a chance.
So I'm starting off at a disadvantage.
Indeed. All right. Let's move on to the second match, which was the 4-way tag team women's match, with the winner being able to pick the stipulation for the semifinals in the women's tag team championship tournament. Let's do a rating first. Okay.
Let's see. No, I won't look. I was going to look to see what my max ceiling was for it.
Oh, yeah, no cheating. No cheating.
All right.
3, 2, 1. The 4-way gets a 4. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the cage match? Do you have that on hand?
I do. Cage match. 334 votes, 6.1.
Okay, we're not too far off. That surprises me a little bit. All right. Well, let's look at the Bleacher Report and see what they gave it. Oh, shocker, they gave it a B minus.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't figured out what that translates to in our scale precisely, but I'll do that eventually when I remember. Notable moments and observations from Bleacher Report. While the heels seemed to work together initially, the Sisters of Sin gladly took the first shots at Bane and Shafir when they needed to. Bane held Storm while Shafir locked in Mother's Milk on Mina, but the Timeless One fought out to save her wife. Her wife, eh?
Yes, that's, yeah.
Okay. It took a while for the Timeless Love Bombs and Babes of Wrath to exchange blows, but the final stretch was heavily focused on Storm and Harley. I think the notable moments and observations kind of tells it all, and that's that this match was fucking boring. And
that was just a giant cluster.
Yeah. And it wasn't a good cluster. It was just, let's get as many women on the show as we possibly can. Because
clunky. This is a match that really had no reason to be on a pay-per-view. I mean, this could have been on a Dynamite for free on a Wednesday.
Yep.
I mean, the story with this one is all 4 teams or the remaining 4 teams in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And you really don't need a stipulation for a tournament match because I mean the stipulation is if you win you go on, if you lose
You're right.
you go home. That's the stipulation.
It's AEW booking for you. Let's add stipulations on top of stipulations. Why not? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. The show started off so well, and then this match came, and I was like, okay, this has some potential. What was their max ceilings on this one? I'm curious.
5.
Both 5.
Both of us said 5.
So it didn't even meet our expectations. It was so not great. This is what happens when you have tag teams that aren't tag teams, that they're just people thrown together. You can't manufacture the magic that you get with tag teams like the Hardys, the Dudleys, Edge and Christian. Name me some great tag teams. The Usos.
Harlem Heat.
New Day.
No, you said great. The Usos, well.
Hey, they were underrated. They were very underrated. They put on some.
Okay.
They put on a barn burner of a match with New Day. Remember that? You told me to go watch it, and I watched it. I was like, "Holy shit, that was amazing!"
The Hell in a Cell tag team, right?
Yep. I went and watched that, and I was like, "Holy, what the hell?"
Yeah.
You can't get that magic with throwing people together. This is why Dragon Styles is not working on WWE right now, because no one gives a shit.
But one team that did, The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro.
But you know what?
They ended up working well.
Yeah, they figured it out together, right? They named themselves a name. They dressed a certain way. They were about a certain way. They had a gimmick of like "We are the Bar," like they tried.
We don't set the bar. We are the bar.
We are the bar. And it doesn't hurt that they're absolutely fantastic in the ring. It just felt like they tried. But like the Sisters of Sin, sure, they have a thing. Babes of Wrath, 2 women thrown together. Shafir and Megan Bayne thrown together, but because of an injury. But if that's the case, she should have just been taken out of the fucking tournament.
Yeah.
Like, why even bother having Shafir? Like, it made no sense to begin with. It's like, oh, we'll just put Shafir in there. She's a Death Rider. She has nothing to do with Megan Bayne. Fuck off. And then Tony and Mina, they're just best friends. Just cause. So just cause. It's like, this is supposed to be your inaugural Women's Tag Team Championship tournament, and I don't give a flying fuck about any of these teams. No, I just don't care. It's so sad to see the same mistakes made in 2 different companies. Like, you guys watch each other. Don't tell me you don't. You watch each other. And you make the same mistakes. Like, it hurts my head. My head hurts. Oh, I think that's TJ's rant for the night.
I mean, there's just nothing memorable from the match that happened.
Nothing. And like I said, the notable moments and observations were barely even that. Like, what's there to say about this match? It was a match, and nothing happened. Except Tony and Mina won, which was weird because we both thought it's got to be a heel team, right? Nope.
Right. Yeah, it's got to be a heel team.
Nope. We're gonna give it to the faces, I guess, because
coming out of this, we get the stipulation of what the match is going to be. I can tell you now, or after we go over the predictions, or after the results.
No, you can tell me. Yeah, you can tell me.
So, Sisters of Sin and the Babes of Wrath had their match on Wednesday this week.
Okay.
Babes of Wrath beat Sisters of Sins.
Wow.
Or Sisters of Sin. So they move on to the finals. Tony came out after the last match, after the main event, and said that they choose a hardcore, holiday hardcore death match.
A holiday hardcore death match. Was that AI generated?
Yes, a holiday. I could have been a holiday hardcore death match for the stipulation. So there'll be a women's tag team death match next week.
Between Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa?
Yeah, yeah.
And then a thrown together
Against-
tag team, Megan Bain and Shafir.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna waste a death match on that.
Yes.
On a semifinal match to boot.
On a semifinal match. Not even the finals. But a semifinals match. Yes.
So let me get this straight. We're gonna have one of these two teams against the Babes of Wrath to face off for the inaugural championships. So let me get this. Hold on. This gets worse. Let me get this straight.
You're getting a lot of things straight.
Oh my god. The fucking finals are either going to be two face teams or a heel team that was just thrown together against the Babes of Wrath. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I have no words. I think my IQ just dropped a point.
Yeah.
That's the best that they could do. Wow. I mean, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe Megan Bain and who was her partner, Penelope Lopez, Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford. Let's just say they were gonna win. You know. Okay. I guess. Megan Bain and Penelope Ford against the Babes of Wrath for the inaugural championship. That at least makes some semblance of sense. Maybe. I might give them credit if they ended up doing that. But everything else is still fucking stupid. Oh, my God. Okay, well. All right, then.
So,
have fun in your Christmas
death match.
A Christmas death match. That's even better.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I don't even, like... Fuck, it's so stupid. Okay, let's get to predictions. Before I have an aneurysm. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So predictions. Like I said, we both thought it was going to be a heel and not a babyface to get to pick the stipulation.
Wow.
We both hit zeros again.
Batting for nothing.
But we only bet one on that one.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So we only missed 1 point.
All right.
Bonus question was who were going to be the third entrants to come out?
Couldn't tell you.
Or the third team to come out. I said the Babes of Wrath, and you doubled up and went with the Sisters of Sin, who you picked to win, and I got the point.
All right, you are in the lead by 1 point. But that's all you need. You got to tie me or beat me. No, you have to beat me. It's not. That's
I have to beat you.
You have to beat me. So you are winning. All right, let's move on. I got to get this cursed match out of my head. All right, next up was the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Brodito defending against FTR. Let's do our rating. How do you rate these matches?
Well, you think about it. How it went.
No, one like this where it's they always go for a 5-star classic. How do you rate a repeat 5-star classic attempt? Gotta think about this for a second. Oh man.
Look at me.
All right. I don't know. I don't fucking know. All right. No, I'm taking a point off. Nope.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't take a point off, and then I found another reason to take a point off. So I was like, well, that's 2 reasons. So you get demoted, sir.
The 2 points or 2 reasons?
2
for
reasons.
1 point.
Two reasons for 1 point.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay. We were almost perfectly aligned there. Well, you won't be surprised to know that Bleacher Report gave it an A. What did Cage Match give it?
Cage match rating so far. Ooh. 8.72 on 426 votes.
The Sickos love a 5-star classic attempt. A manufactured 5-star classic
Sickos love
attempt.
the FTR.
Yeah, they do. And Bandito. All right, notable moments and observations from the Bleacher Report. Bandito body slammed King into Dax to the joy of the crowd, but King was not ready to Macarena afterward. I'm pretty sure he did Macarena.
Yeah, that's Bandito's thing. He likes to Macarena.
I think he did, though, didn't he? He says King was not ready to Macarena, but I'm pretty sure he did. He did that at some point. Maybe it was later on in the match. Big Stoke saved Cash from a diving King, taking it himself and inspiring a Stokely's dead chant. It was pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Bandito went 2-on-1 with FTR for a while in this with King recovering. FTR finally hit him with a shatter machine, but King jumped in to break up the pin. In a wild near fall, FTR got Bandito up for the Doomsday device, but Bandito managed to shift the impact and nearly pin Cash, which was a cool moment. After Bandito kicked out of the Spike Pile Driver,
Yep.
he stood up and aimed his handguns at both men for an iconic image of fighting spirit before the end. FTR's your winner. So that's what I took a point off for at the end there. It was like, wait a minute. They did the AEW shit where they're kicking out of stuff they shouldn't be. No, I'm not rewarding that. Down you go. I was at a 7.
That's why I took a point off too. Mine was an 8.
You were at an 8. Okay. Yeah, because it was a good match. You know, in a vacuum, it's a good match. You know.
Yep, it was a really good match.
They went back and forth. They did some crazy moves. There were some great kickouts. But then you get into the AEW shit where you Bandito's alone against FTR and they're just doing double team move after double team move after double team move. And Bandito's like, nope, I'm good. I'll kick out.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Shatter machine, kick out. Pile driver, kick out.
Yeah. And then they finally do. And then the Doomsday device, he counters. And then they finished him off with, I think, another shatter machine. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it took 2 shatter machines and a Spike Pile Driver to pin Bandito. Okay. Sure.
It's definitely one that could have, see, how long was it? 20 minutes. They could have taken a couple minutes off of it.
Yeah, they could have taken 5 minutes off of that, and it still would have been great. It just sucks to see so much talent just be pooped. Like, just pooping out AEW mistakes. You know, it just sucks. You know?
Yeah.
I would love to see Bandito and Brody King in WWE to see what they could do. Like in NXT. I mean, Brody King's probably too beast mode to be in NXT anymore, but...
Yeah, I'd like to see... Mainly just see Brodito.
Yeah.
I think Brodito's really good.
Yeah. FTR is too, but they do too many of the same stuff. But with that being said, they do put on good matches in a vacuum. Like if you were to take somebody who's never watched wrestling before and watch an FTR match at a pay-per-view, they're probably going to be impressed. They're probably going to be like, "Whoa, that was dramatic. That was cool." But after you've seen them do that 80 times,
and they just try to do the spots.
Yeah, it does. It definitely
spots.
FTR is the Ricochet of the tag team division. That's what I would say there. They're just everything they do just feels produced. You know, wasn't that one of my quotes from last week or your quotes from last week? They produce
they
instead of
they try to produce a 5-star match instead of perform a 5-star match.
Yeah, produce instead of perform. Yeah, yeah. What
Yeah.
a great quote. I should put that on the main page
Thank
somewhere.
you.
But yeah, it's tough, right? Because if we had watched this for the first time and seen FTR for the first time in the Burrito, this might be like a 9 because it was great. You know, might even be a 10.
Yeah.
But because we've seen this before, it's like, okay, guys, you got to do something different at some point. You know. But yeah, FTR is your winner, to the surprise of nobody. I think it was time for Burrito to lose.
I think they're the 4-time champions now.
Yeah, I think they've won more than anyone, if I recall correctly. I think that's what they said, which is fine. You know, whatever. And I'm surprised we didn't get an Edge and Christian return. But I'm sure that's on its way. Because you know that FTR.
I'm glad we didn't, because that would have been just something else added to the whole show.
Yeah, and I think it also would have taken away from Brodito's legacy. It kind of would have been like an afterthought, you know, at that point. So, yeah. All right. Predictions.
Well, we both thought that FTR was gonna reclaim their spot. Went for 8, or you went for 8. I went for 5.
Okay.
So you
I made up some ground.
Looks like you jumped ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus question was, other than Stokely, was there going to be any outside interference during the match?
There wasn't, I don't think.
There was not.
Okay.
Tried to trick you. But it didn't work.
Good.
We both got it.
All right, next match. Let's keep the train moving. Was the Casino Gauntlet match to determine the first ever AEW National Champion. Let's do our rating here. Yeah, okay. Three, 2, 1. Ooh. All right. What was our max ceilings?
8 for me and 9 for you.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And what was cage match? What they say? What they think?
Cage match. 7.33 on 382 votes so far.
Okay. Well, as usual, Bleacher Report gave it a B, so always higher than everyone else. Notable moments and observations. While GOA attacked Shelton and Lashley, Ricochet focused on MVP, who had to be helped to the back. The crowd, which was hilarious, by the way. He did something really funny. He kept hitting MVP with the microphone, and then he talked into the microphone and was like, "Hey, Big Boom AJ, I've been doing some big booms here," or something like that.
Yeah,
it was
calling out Big Boom AJ.
It got a good laugh from the crowd. It was funny. The crowd had its usual bald fun with Ricochet, starting especially with Castagnoli in at 4. Once Castagnoli, Garcia, and Yuta were all in the match, they beat up Cassidy together, Orange Cassidy. Then beat up Ricochet after he tried to team up with them. Shortly after his arrival, Davis popped up Cassidy into one of the best looking pile drivers in AEW. I don't remember that.
It's kind of like a pop-up pile driver.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. One thing that
It
they're
did
not
look pretty cool.
I'll have to go back and look at that. One thing they didn't mention in here was Castagnoli's amazing uppercut to Ricochet. Ricochet
Yeah, when Ricochet
tried to dive through the ropes. Oh my god, that looks sick. That was awesome. Oh, I don't know how that's not in here. Kevin Knight broke up Speedball's pin attempt on Davis, and after a flurry of other wrestlers, Jet Speed went at it, broken up by Red Death. Who's Red Death?
I thought Red Death was
Like
Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly.
I have no idea. It mentions him again here. It says Garcia's face changed when Daddy Magic arrived, beating up Red Death and sending him running into the crowd. So it must be Garcia. Garcia's Red Death, I guess.
Yeah, that's his nickname.
The meat chants began as
okay.
Yeah. The meat chants began as Castagnoli and Davis faced off, but Benjamin and Lashley finally returned to the ring, throwing everyone around to "We Hurt People" chants. Okay, so this match was fun. I had a lot of fun watching this match because it's basically a Royal Rumble where no one can get eliminated. You know, like they stay in the match, right? So it's a fun match, right? I like most of these. Now that I've seen, I think 3 or 4 of these now. But it did have some just weird spots and some dead spots in it. I still have no clue who Davis is.
Mark Davis. He used to be in a tag team with Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, no idea. And then Matt or Daddy Magic came in, and I was like, "Oh, that's Daddy Magic." Okay, so I didn't really care about that either.
Yeah,
he didn't seem like anything special. I was just kind of like, "Oh, all right." He was kind of looking like Juice Robinson out there with the baby face going on.
A little bit, yeah.
So like I would say like the first half of the match was great, and then the second half kind of just blew. They kind of blew their load up with all the bigger names and the more interesting names in the first half, and then the second half was kind of like, eh. And then I know you're gonna talk about the intervals. You want me to leave that for you?
Yeah. Whatever.
The random intervals is annoying.
It is.
It's so dumb.
Mark down 2 points, at least 2 points, maybe 3 points.
Is that how you got so low?
Yeah. That's one of the bigger reasons.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like just make it 60 seconds. You know, you don't need to make it. You might as well just announce to the crowd, "Hey, the next guy's going to come in when it's his time to come in because of the way that we wrote this match." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
that's exactly what it was.
Which the Royal Rumble is too, but there's far less of a discrepancy in the timing.
That difference is a lot less.
Yeah, because like a Royal Rumble is like 90 seconds or 2 minutes, depending on the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And it's usually within 20 seconds of that.
15.
Yeah. It's not far off. Whereas this, it's like sometimes guys are in there for 5 seconds and then someone comes in like right after them. And other times it takes like 10 minutes. It's like, what the fuck?
And I remember in Blood and Guts, it was the same thing. You know, it was 5 minutes, and then at random intervals. Like in one of the ones in Blood and Guts, the girl came out, was in the ring for a minute. Then they went to a 3-minute commercial break. And then like 5 seconds after they come back from commercial, 10, 9, 8. And then after that, it was like a minute and a half.
They don't even try to keep kayfabe.
It's like, no, they don't even try to keep it close. It's like when there's a big spot or when 2 people go over the top, you know that, 10, 9, 8, you know, you can pretty much just figure out when people are going to be coming in.
Yeah, it's pretty egregious. And then what really annoyed me with that is that the finale of the match, nobody came in for like the last what seemed like forever at the end. I was like, is there anyone left? Or is it just no interval yet? And then after the match ended, somebody on commentary was like, "We'll never know who was coming out next." And I was like, "It's been fucking half an hour since the last guy came out. Yeah. When's he coming?"
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll never know who else was coming, other than the fact that it's been over 5 minutes since someone did come out.
So stupid.
Yeah.
But it is fun, but they need to like.
I mean, sure, yeah. The concept is cool.
Yeah.
But
they need to rein it in.
Yeah.
They really need to rein it in.
Definitely need to rein it in.
I would also say the ending was kind of predictable. And I know I say that as someone who didn't predict Ricochet would win, but the second that you said that he was your prediction, I was like, oh fuck, yeah, it's Ricochet. And then the second he came out as number 3, I was like, oh, it's definitely gonna be fucking Ricochet. God damn it. You know, like they telegraphed it too much. That being said, though, he was highly entertaining in the match. So people shit on him a lot, but I think he's better than people.
Some of it's deserved.
Some of it is definitely deserved, especially with his fucking social media bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, and his wife. But he is entertaining. So
he is.
You know. So I liked it. I liked parts of it. I hated parts of it. And yeah. I do think it's a little bit. No, go ahead. You go.
No. You.
I was gonna say I do think it's a little dumb to crown your first, like your inaugural champion this way. It feels a little cheap. You know, like why wasn't this the replacement for the Continental Classic? Like it should have just been a tournament for the national championship instead of. Well, technically speaking, the national championship should just not exist. It's stupid.
No.
Totally
just.
Stupid. How about that belt?
Bring back the.
Sorry,
it's like a belt.
I keep talking. Yeah, but it looks exactly like NWA's belt that they still have. It does. What the fuck are they doing? I thought that it would be AEW-fied, but it's literally just the NWA belt. Like it's
yeah.
AEW makes me so frustrated. AEW would be like a cartoon if it wasn't for the violence.
It would be. That's a good analogy. So another reason I gave it a 4. So, Bobby and Shelton started the match off, right?
Oh, I know where this is going.
And Ricochet comes out. And the Gates of Agony come out and essentially take out Bobby and Shelton.
Mm-hmm.
And they're nowhere to be seen
for what? 20 minutes? They're just having a snooze.
Like 20 minutes. Everybody else comes in. And I don't know if I said it in the Discord or not. It was like, where the hell?
Did they die? What happened?
Yeah, did they die? No. Bobby and Shelton just don't want to bump for those people because they know it's not realistic.
Yeah, they don't want.
There's no reason they should be bumping for any one of those fools. Kevin Knight, Speedball, Mike Bailey, Daniel Garcia, Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah. Shelton was behind the Spanish announce table for like ever. You would see his legs just like popping out from the fucking table. Oh my god.
I mean, they're smart. They know that it's not realistic for them to bump for any of them except for maybe Claudio or Claudio. Mark Davis, just because he's a big guy. Basically anybody that they did bump to.
But here's the thing, though, is that if they were, but if they were in the Royal Rumble, they would do it, and no one would bat an eye. It's just this like AEW way of thinking, you know. Where it's like you don't.
Because
They're just sensitive about it, I think.
look at the ones that are in the AEW versus WWE though, like in a Royal Rumble. I mean,
Oh yeah.
would they be in a Royal Rumble bumping like that for
No.
Tozawa?
No. That's a good point. So you compare Mike
No.
Bailey and Kevin Knight to Tozawa. Eh?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Size.
Um.
Uh,
I mean, I think Tozawa's lower on the ladder than they are, but I get your point though. In AEW terms, they're pretty low.
yeah.
They don't win anything.
I mean, just look at the stature of them
Yeah, they're pretty small.
compared. I mean, even smaller guys like AJ Styles, smaller than them in WWE stature. AJ Styles. Now, I mean, would they bump like that for Dominic? No, they probably wouldn't, because that's not realistic for them to bump like that for Dominic.
True. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
you threw me there.
I mean, look at who was in this match.
Practically all of the Death Riders.
Daniel Garcia, Kevin Knight, Matt Menard, Mike Bailey, Orange Cassidy. You think going to bump for Cassidy? Roderick Strong, Wheeler Yuta. Even if it was like those 8-on-2, they're still not taking out Shelton and Bobby.
Yeah. No, I get your point.
No way.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that we didn't get any like real surprise entrance in this. Now that you mentioned
I
it.
was too.
I could have sworn I was like, there's got to be someone coming back, like MJF or someone's gonna come back in this match, and the only one that shocked can't come back was Daddy Magic, basically.
Yeah.
Which I don't think anyone could have given two shits about.
Right, and I mean, yeah, there's a little story going on with him and Daniel Garcia because that's who Garcia pretty much turned on. But whatever.
I thought you were.
Lot of.
Sorry, when you were going to talk about Shelton and Lashley, I thought you were going to go and say why were they fighting each other at the beginning? They started.
Oh no!
They started to wrestle, and I was like, "You guys."
Oh yeah.
Why? You should have just stood there and been like.
Well, I mean, they didn't. They weren't throwing punches.
They did like a test of strength kind of a thing, I know, but it's just
like they were grappling, like amateur style.
But like, why even bother doing that?
Like they would
save your strength. I don't know. I mean,
because they can do it and can do it well.
Well, that's true.
Be like a little exhibition.
They're also apparently faces now, which also lends credence to that.
I mean, they always kind of were.
They were forced to be heels.
Yeah. They were trying to be heels, but the fans kept cheering and chanting for them.
They still need a third member, though. Do we know what they're doing now? Like what's their program? Did they have anything?
Nothing on Dynamite this week. No.
AEW, you guys need to fucking I don't know, fire all your writers
this week. Nope.
Just fire all your writers. Start from scratch. All right, let's get to predictions. Let's get this over with.
So predictions, you indicated that I had called it right. I had picked Ricochet, and you didn't. You picked Lashley, so I got the 2.
And I lost the 2.
Yep. I got the 2, and you missed the 2.
Okay.
However.
However.
Bonus. Over under 7.5 people. How many people were going to be in it?
Oh, it was definitely over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 14.
It was 13. But either way, it was over 7.5, which we both called.
Makes sense.
So your new national champion, Ricochet, which he was not on Dynamite either.
Of course. Why would you showcase your new national champion on the first TV show after he wins it?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Yes.
Fuck me, man. Okay. Let's move on. Next up was the no holds barred match: Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. Let's do a rating. I don't know. Freaking know.
Nah.
Can't make up your mind either, eh?
What did you rate that last match?
6. I think.
And mine was a 4.
Yes. Yeah, mine was a 6 for sure then.
Comparing it to what we've already rated. Yeah. I was stuck between 2.
Yeah, that's fair. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm not far off again. What cage match give it, and what was our expectations?
Cage match. 8.31.
Oh, okay. Not surprised.
Max ceiling. Oh wow. Me a 6 and you an 8.
So it was above your expectations, and it was below mine.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I was between a 6 and a 7.
So
I went higher.
Yeah. Bleacher Report, of course, gave it an A-.
Of course.
Because, of course, it's Bleacher Report. I don't even know why I bother saying the grade at this point. Notable moments and observations. Commentary quickly sold that the no-holds-barred stipulation was chosen to specifically clarify what kind of illegal moves could be utilized, which was everything. You could do anything. They used everything. So, no. Commentary. You're dumb. No holds barred.
I mean,
is an ODQ match. That's what it is. It's literally
I guess
no holds barred.
I guess I should have figured out that there was going to be chains and forks and everything. But when you just think no holds barred, that's a no DQ. That's no countouts, no rope breaks, no nothing.
Yeah.
Not basically just a street fight with weapons and tables and everything.
Yeah. This is one of the dumbest parts about wrestling is their inability to stick to one name for a match type.
Especially when one match later, there's a no disqualification match.
Yeah, which was exactly the same thing as this one. Even though their name was
different. The match before this was there was no weapons and stuff, but there was
no DQ for that one either.
No disqualification. Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Or no possible DQ for that one.
Yeah. Bryan Danielson was consistently the strongest commentator in this match due to his experience with these men and their grappling focus. Honestly, I kind of tuned out commentary for this match just because, I mean, they're using forks.
Yeah.
I kind of don't listen.
And biting.
Yeah, I mean, if you put Booker T on there, I probably still wouldn't hear him because all I'm looking at is extreme violence, Mox, though, turned this into his own death jitsu by utilizing a fork to break up and stab Kyle O'Reilly everywhere, leaving him a bloody mess. O'Reilly got a hold of Mox's fork as the match progressed and visibly broke him open with the utensil even more. There was one point at which Kyle O'Reilly clearly had the fork out like that and was stabbing Moxley in the head, which is crazy. Obviously, Moxley told him to do that because when Moxley was stabbing Kyle O'Reilly, it was like this. It's like this, and then Kyle O'Reilly had to do a blade job, but Moxley's like, stab me, it's fine. It's crazy,
yeah, whatever,
crazy bastard. The Death Rider stomped a steel chair into the elbow of Kyle O'Reilly, leading to Tony Schiavone declaring he may be a one-armed man for the rest of the match. That was a nasty move, and Kyle O'Reilly sold it like a boss until the end of the match.
He did?
Until the end of the match, and then it magically healed, and he...
Seemed like it.
And he made him tap out.
But up until then, it seemed like... he might have really
legitimately
broke his arm.
Yeah, he did fantastic. I hate to compare him to He Who Shall Not Be Named, but if you remember He Who Shall Not Be Named in WrestleMania 21's Money in the Bank ladder match, where he took a steel chair to the arm and he sold it so bad that when he got to the back, medical was waiting for him. Because Vince apparently was like, "Oh, he's fucked," and everyone in the back was worried about him. And then he walked to the curtain. And he was like, "I'm fine."
Yeah,
it was that level of good selling. So props to Kyle O'Reilly. He really looked like a main eventer in there. And until, like I said, until the end when O'Reilly beat Moxley via submission with a submission that required his arm. It was like, It's like, you guys, tell a story. He should have been able to do that without his arm. He should have had some other way to, use his legs, use his one good arm. But they didn't. And it's like, how do I know that? How do I know that? But you don't.
They might know it. They just don't care.
And it's like, you don't care about storytelling in your match? You don't care about ring psychology? Okay. I guess.
Or they don't think that it's that important.
I guess not.
They've got to know about it.
Yeah.
It's just,
you'd assume so, right?
Not as important.
Which is so sad because it makes matches so much better when you do stuff like that. That being said, it was a good hardcore match. It did make Kyle O'Reilly look like a boss. It was nice to see Jon Moxley lose. Like I said, I'm still pretty convinced that my theory from the prediction show is correct. That Jon Moxley's going to continue on this losing streak, and the Death Riders are going to turn on him, and either they're going to just dispar at that point, or a new leader is going to emerge. One of the two. Wait, did something happen on Dynamite?
The Continental Classic started.
Okay.
And Moxley's in it. Kyle O'Reilly is not in it. He is not medically able to. Tony did say that at the after. Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly was going to be in it, but now he is not medically capable of being in it.
Even though he won. Okay.
Even though he won. John Moxley is in it. John Moxley had a match on Wednesday against Mascara Dorado.
Okay.
And Moxley won. So Moxley won his first match in the Continental Classic. He had his match, he won, and apparently he's back on a winning way. He didn't go away. No visible strife in the Death Riders. Nothing. They just seem to be going on business as usual. Continental Classic. Although next week it is Moxley against Claudio in their Continental Classic match. Yeah. But as of this week, nope, nothing. No, obviously no Kyle O'Reilly on the show. Moxley came, had his match. Business as usual for Death Riders.
So do we think that Kyle O'Reilly's going to come back and cost Moxley the win or something? Or is there just no story and there's
no idea? I think Kyle O'Reilly and Moxley is done. I don't know what that's going to mean for Kyle now.
Yeah, like
maybe he'll just get a one-off title match against the champion.
Maybe
down the line. I don't know.
Wow.
But it seems like Kyle and Moxley is over.
Wow. My IQ continues to drop.
And it's hard to say if, the conglomeration versus Death Riders is over because, well, 3 of the people in the Death Riders are in the Continental Classic. Moxley, Pac, and Claudio.
That's fair.
Seems like the faction warfare has kind of gone to the wayside for now.
I have no words. I mean, it explains itself about how stupid that is.
Yeah.
Like I just want to have an interview with Tony and just be like, does that make any sense to you? Yeah, I hope he'll give me the same non-answers that he gives everyone else.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot. Oh my god. All right. Predictions, I guess. Oh my god.
That's
I'm so depressed now. Because I want it to be good. I want it to make sense. I want it to be excellent. But it's not.
I want there to be good follow-up and continuity.
Yeah.
But
there just isn't.
There's just not.
Ugh. It's so disappointing. Also, I said it when we were watching it live. I didn't watch the whole show live. Obviously, I tapped out. But I can't believe DC Comics associates themselves with AEW. It's weird. It just doesn't seem like a thing.
I know.
That they should be doing,
I know.
But
very odd.
Whatever, DC. You do you.
We thought this was going to be the blow off, the end of the feud. We both had O'Reilly winning.
Well, okay.
For 6 for 3. And it seems like pretty much it was. But
not
really
not a good way.
Not in a good way.
Yeah. Like Moxley got the loss, but he gets entered into the Continental Classic.
Yeah. And he's back on TV and Kyle's not.
Maybe he's legit injured. I don't know. Maybe his arm is fucked.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe his arm is kind of fucked.
Guess we'll find out.
We'll wait to be seen. So we figured there would be blood. There was. The question was who was going to be the first. We both picked Mox. We both got it wrong.
Wow. All right.
It was Kyle.
All right.
So it seems like a back and forth battle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it definitely is. All right. Let's get to the next match, which was the TNT Championship. Also a no DQ match. And if Fletcher wins...
No. Oh, yeah, this one was a no DQ. The other one was just a No holds barred.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there's a difference.
I should clarify. There's a difference. I'm not sure what that difference is, but there's a difference.
But there is one, yes.
And the stipulation on this match is if Fletcher wins, Briscoe would join at the Don Callis family. Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe. Let's do our rating. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna do it. 3, 2, 1. Wow, big discrepancy. Big discrepancy.
That's a 7?
That's a 4.
Oh, 4. Oh, wow.
It's a 4. I'll make my 4s the other way next time. All right, what was our ceiling and cage match?
Cage match. 8.99.
Oh my god. What is happening? Okay.
120 10s, 193 9s, 89 8s. Holy smokes. Right at a 9. That is insane. Our max ceilings were 8 and 7. Me 8, you 7.
Okay. Bleacher Report, B-. Surprising. Kind of. Before the match.
B-. Wow.
Yeah. Man. Before the match in a pre-tape, Chicken talked about what Matt.
Yeah, that's his nickname. Chicken. Yeah.
Why?
They're chicken farmers. He's chicken.
Briscoe talked about what mattered most to him: family, friends, and God. Don Callis on commentary said he had big plans for Briscoe in the family, but he reveled in what looked to be serious injuries for Chicken, which is hilariously counterintuitive.
Yeah.
And commentary actually called him out on that, and he didn't really have a good answer. Good job, guys. Good job. Briscoe was dripping so much blood from his forehead that it was hard to tell if Fletcher had his or his opponent's blood all over his face. Yeah, he bladed a little too deep.
He's known for that.
Yeah, he's crazy. Some wild spots in this one. Fletcher knocked Briscoe off the top rope through a ringside table. Both men taking multiple back bumps on the thumbtacks and teasing a brainbuster through a screwdriver in the turnbuckle, which was okay. That knocked a point off for me. I was like, okay, you're just gonna straight up murder him. Okay, all right, yeah. AEW. I was like, okay, there's a point at which it's just as stupid as the fucking plastic bag. I was just like, really? Yeah, we're all just gonna watch a murder on live television. All right. In the wildest near fall of the match, Briscoe sent Fletcher through a table with a froggy bow off a tall ladder. I don't think it was wild because it was botched a little bit. Briscoe jumped off the ladder, but as he was coming down, Fletcher jumped into him.
Fletcher had to jump off into position.
I was like, I wouldn't call that the wildest near fall of the match. I was like, it looked bad. Well, whatever. Yeah. Callis showed he was a full psychopath when he yelled, "Take his eye," as Fletcher stabbed Briscoe with a screwdriver. That's fucking, when he did that was psycho. Like, that was so gross. Like, it wasn't like he did this. It wasn't like he went like that with the screwdriver. He had the fucking screwdriver out in full view.
Yeah.
And smoked him. I was like, Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, if you like the violence and you like the gore and you like the fucking spots, you probably would like this match. It went beyond the point that I like the violence in the match, just like the needle did in that fucking steel cage match, and just like the spike bat did, all that kind of stuff. It went a little too far for me, which is why I rated it as low as I did. Plus, the violence felt a little hammy as well at some points because it followed the no holds barred match before it. So it felt like gimmicky instead of legitimately two guys hating each other as well. And then another point that I took off for it was Mark Briscoe winning. I was like, oh, so you put a stipulation in this match that could have resulted in one of the more interesting storylines that you could possibly do, and you don't take it. All right. Congrats to Mark Briscoe, I guess. But nothing, this match just did nothing for me in any way. Like, a four might even be high.
Wow.
A 4 might even be high for me.
So I'm actually going to change my rating for the last match
Okay.
for the Moxley and O'Reilly. I'm going to change that one to a 6, but
Okay.
and keep this one at an 8.
Wow.
Because I thought this was the match for that stuff, for the blood, for that violence, because that's what Jay Briscoe is.
Yeah.
I mean, he said that he would do anything to get that title, to win. He would go to any lengths. And that video beforehand about him and his family and whatever, that made it even more emotional. That made me want him to win even more.
I did like that part. That part was good.
So that kind of got me into it a lot more.
Okay.
That made me want to see him win it more. So I was more invested in the match, hence the higher rating.
Okay. That's fair.
I thought that was, in watching him in the press conference afterwards, it's impossible to not like Mark Briscoe, the performer.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude's got passion.
Just after what he's been through with his brother, them basically not being able to be on AEW TV before his brother died, because someone from the network wouldn't let him be on TV, and how he handled that afterwards, and just how he's handled himself now, losing the way he has, and finally getting this opportunity to get a singles title in AEW. You cannot help but be happy for him. So I guess
fair.
That's part of why I gave it an A too.
All right, bump mine up to a 5. You convinced me a little bit.
All right, that's fine.
I'll give it.
Hey, at least I didn't make it. At least I didn't make it go lower, because you said a 4 could have maybe even been high.
Yeah. No, you make some valid points. I agree with. Yeah.
I think part of the stuff maybe went a little too far. Obviously, the screwdriver sticking straight up through the turnbuckle pad.
So stupid. Oh my god.
It did maybe a little. The whole Fletcher jumping up into the froggy bow into the table. That was a little too. That was a lot. That was a little bit too much.
Fletcher should have realized that it was not going to work and clinged closely to the ladder, and Briscoe could have fallen through the table, and then Fletcher could have, but
or just be another 2 rungs up.
Yeah,
that way
he's
he
too low. Yeah,
could have fought, and that way he could have, instead of jumping up, he could have kind of fell out.
Yeah.
Instead of having to jump up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, bad positioning.
But I mean, the match made sense. He wasn't gonna give up. He wasn't gonna let anything keep him from winning. So that's why I gave it an 8.
Was there any interference? I can't remember.
No, there wasn't.
Which makes no sense. You are the Don Callis family, and it's a no DQ match. You have 9 guys. Send them all down and beat the shit out of them.
Don't believe there was. No.
Like, where was Okada? Where was Takeshita? Where was 80 other guys that are in the Don Callis family that could have helped Fletcher? Unless there was some sort of storyline at some point that said that Fletcher didn't want the help. But I don't know. Wasn't made apparent to me anyway.
I mean, everybody else in the conglomeration had a match. Kyle, Roderick, Orange Cassidy, whoever else. They all had matches, I guess. But yeah.
So here's my question: is where do these two go now? What do they do?
Well, funny you ask.
Okay.
Kyle Fletcher's in the Continental Classic. And he had his first match on Wednesday against Okada, and he beat Okada.
He beat Okada?
He beat Okada.
Okay, so Fletcher's winning the Continental Classic, obviously.
Okay. Mark Briscoe was not on Dynamite. Nowhere to be seen.
All the fucking losers are on Dynamite. All the winners are like, you got the night off, I guess. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're 2 new champions not on your show. Asinine.
So, well, I guess we can go ahead and talk about it because Okada didn't have a match.
He had one on the tailgate brawl, yeah.
Yeah, he was he was in he didn't show up for it until the main show started.
Oh, really?
Because that's the match that carried over into the main show.
Ongoing
in
with
the main paper.
With Takeshita, his little mini feud there.
Yeah. So the Continental Classic started this week, and it was said that Okada surrendered his Continental Championship belt because that is the prize for the Continental Classic. Is a Continental title.
Okay.
So when Okada came out for his match, in the Continental Classic, which title belt did he have with him?
The Unified?
Wrong. He had his international title belt. This is what he was wearing.
But
he was not wearing his Unified title belt.
Oh, because the Unified title was the Continental title and the International title? No. It was the Continental title. Wasn't it?
It was the Continental title that he had and the International title that Kenny Omega had.
So they unified the title for 2 months, 3 months? And now
4 months.
And now it's back to the International Championship.
Well, the winner of the Continental Classic gets the Continental title. So I guess Okada is international champion and unified champion at this point. I don't know.
But the unified championship was the two belts, so that's probably why they gave him the international title, because he gave up the continental. So the unified is no longer a thing. Is basically what they're saying. I guess.
I don't know. I mean, common sense would say the continental title shouldn't be a thing anymore because it was unified with the international title.
Yes, that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
I can't believe Okada lost in the first round. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a round robin, so he'll have he'll have 4 other matches.
Oh, it's not like a one and done tournament.
No. It's a round robin. There's 6 people in each league, in each bracket. They all face each other. So they all have 5 matches. They all have a match with everybody else in their league. And the person with the most points, or the 2 people with the most points in each bracket, go on to
oh my God.
World's End, have a semifinals, and then the finals.
The semifinals and the finals are at at World's End.
Yes. So that's 3 matches already that are scheduled for World's End. The 2 semifinals for the 2 semifinals and then the finals.
If the explanation takes longer than the match, you know you fucked up. That's what I'll say to that.
All the sickos know about it, though. All the sickos don't need the rules.
I guess they don't want new viewers either.
No, they don't.
All right. Predictions? Or did we do that? I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore with this. No, we did not.
Okay. Wow. It's like watching a company just fall down the stairs, you know? It's just like, oh, dunk, 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 dunk. Mistake. It's just sad. It's so sad.
They do a couple things right, get a couple steps forward, but then they fall down the steps again. Yeah. Speaking of, we both thought the Fletcher was going to win because we thought the better TV might be in Briscoe being in the Don Callis family. So we both got it wrong. But
Crazy.
for all the reasons I explained before, I was glad I was wrong.
That's fair.
I'm glad Briscoe won. I'm glad he got a title that he's earned being there after what he's been through.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we did touch on it just a minute ago. Was anyone going to be helping Briscoe? Because we figured somebody would be coming out to interfere on behalf of Fletcher. No one did. And unlike Darby, we thought there would.
Interesting.
So we both got a goose egg on that one.
Wow. 0 for 0 on that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, next up. God, this was at the point at which I was like, oh my God, there's still 3 matches. I'm feeling it again. I'm having deja vu. The $1 million match, Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express versus Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks. Let's do our rating.
For reasons I'll explain, I should rate this one very high.
Really? Interesting.
Yes. Already wrote it down, but I do want to see what whatever.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hey! Nice. Nice crisp 5s. Nice crisp 5s.
Yes.
All right, what was our expectations in cage match?
Max ceiling expectation was a 8 from both of us.
Oh! What were we thinking? And cage match? Probably a 9.
7.14. Other than the women's tag match, that's the lowest one on the
what?
main show.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
Well, so far.
Yeah, so far. All right. Bleacher Report gave it a B+ because, of course, they did. Don Callis reimagined.
Just Kenny Omega.
Yeah, because Kenny Omega, exactly, and the Young Bucks. Don Callis remained on commentary to hate on Omega and consider what he would do with his money. The Young Bucks continued to deliver unique entrances, this time coming out to a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire wheel spin, promising a money win. Now, I don't think they got the right show there. It was definitely not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire because there's no wheel spinning going on in that show.
No, there is not.
There's a pretty big other show that has a wheel, though. Bleacher Report. Have you ever watched television? Wheel of Fortune? Hello?
Yes.
Fucking.
Wow. If even the Canadian knows it, Bleacher Report should know it.
Who writes this shit? Why do I use this site? I don't know. Matt and Nick took out Omega. Did you make a Canadian joke again? That's just catching up with me now. How dare you, sir? You son of a bitch.
I was complimenting you.
No, that was a backhand compliment if I ever heard one.
I said even the Canadian knows
Even the Canadian knows it. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Wheel of Fortune's been up here forever.
Has it?
Oh yeah,
but you're like probably about 6 years behind.
No, we are. It's live, isn't it? Isn't it recorded like a lot? Well, okay, somewhat live every week, whatever it is.
Who's the host?
Well, it's not Pat Sajak anymore.
Okay, that's a good enough answer.
Okay, yeah, I don't know who it is now. It's some guy.
If you were to say Pat Sajak,
no,
then I'd know you're behind.
No. Advana retired too, right? Or is she still there?
She did. I think. I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time.
I'm more of a Jeopardy man myself.
I'm neither. I was a Hollywood Squares guy when I used to watch game shows.
I know you're not a trivia guy.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I need multiple choice answers. Okay, let's get back on track here. Matt and Nick took out Omega with a BTE trigger. What does BTE stand for? BTE trigger? What is that?
Being the Elite.
While
that's the name of their YouTube show.
I forgot they had a YouTube show. While Alexander had him grapevined in an ankle lock, the cleaner refused to tap out, making the ropes. Who's the cleaner?
Kenny Omega.
He's the cleaner, right? Okay. Josh Alexander took out Perry mid countdown to extinction on Nick. In a flurry of action afterward, Jurassic Express was set to hit their finish, but the walking weapon broke up the pin attempt. Before Omega finally accepted the hug, power of friendship and hug it out chants rang out, and Don Callis made clear he was keeping all of the money since the Young Bucks betrayed him. So,
I think you kind of skipped over it a little bit.
What did I skip?
What was the ending?
Oh, I didn't really go into it yet. This was just notable moments and observations.
Okay.
But yeah, Matt, Nick, and Alexander won, so they won the $1 million, and they were exiting with Don Callis, while I can't remember who was beating them up, beating up Omega and Jurassic Express. Someone was beating them up.
Almost the whole Don Callis family.
Right. And the Young Bucks basically told Don Callis to keep his money after too much teasing that really just kind of felt not impactful when they finally decided to go down to the ring, and helped out Kenny Omega and made peace with Omega and made peace with Jurassic Express. So I guess the Elite is back together, minus Adam Page, who might join them too, given something that happened later on in the night, which we'll get to. And yeah, I thought the match was fine. I just still don't really understand, like, is Josh Alexander in the Don Callis family?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I don't know. I didn't care before, I didn't care during, and I really didn't care after. So it was fine. It's kind of the way
I mean, for me, match was average.
It's fine.
It was just a matter of time until the Elite get back together. It was just a matter of how is it going to happen. Mm-hmm. Now, when I said that I should rate this really high, reason is I pretty much called exactly how it was going to happen. The Bucks and Alexander were going to win the match.
Yeah, you did.
They were going to have the briefcases. They were going to have the money, and they were going to give it up and go save Kenny from a beatdown.
That's exactly what
happened. And by golly, That's exactly what happened.
But you still gave it a 5 because it was too predictable.
It was not so much that it was predictable. It was just nothing stood out.
Yeah.
The match was just okay.
I think part of the problem,
Just the match itself was just okay.
yeah, I think part of the problem was again just the placement of these matches. They're just in the wrong spots. This almost would have done better as like the second match, I think, rather than being where it is. This was basically like the calm down match because it was right after a gauntlet and 2 no DQ matches. So the crowd was kind of just
this was
pooped.
Yeah, this maybe this might have gotten lost in between the 2 no DQ matches.
But what else would you have put here?
Yeah.
Oh, the four-way women's tag because it was forgettable
Yeah,
anyway.
the women's tag.
That should have gone here.
Yeah.
Actually, it should have gone between the no DQ matches. The no DQ matches shouldn't have been next to each other at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think several of these matches suffered because of their placement. Like, who booked this shit? It's crazy.
I just don't. I mean, I don't really care about these guys.
Yeah, either do I.
And I don't think any of them. I don't think any of them were on Dynamite this week.
Wow.
I don't think so.
I don't even know what to say about Dynamite anymore. Who was on Dynamite? Was anyone on Dynamite? Kyle Fletcher and Okada.
Claudio against Fletcher and Okada came out first. They were the very first thing on Dynamite.
You had Okada lose his Continental Championship in the first match on a Dynamite.
Well, not his actual championship, just the first match in the tournament.
Oh, right. So then why? Yeah. So why wasn't? So if the title still isn't on the next person, and he has a chance of keeping it, why isn't he still holding the Unified Championship around his waist?
There's too many questions that.
Oh my god, my brain is just malfunctioning.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really. I just. It was the match was fine. I really didn't care.
Yeah, the match was just fine.
The Broke Buck storyline was entertaining for what it was, but I'm kind of glad it's over. But we'll get into more about what I think about the Elite in a little bit. Do you have any other thoughts?
I don't really care about any of them. I don't know if the Jurassic Express is gonna try to make a tag team run, and
yeah, that would make sense.
The Bucks and Omega are gonna go for the trios,
maybe.
And then Kenny can have a random singles match against somebody. Kenny's just kind of a shell of his old self with everything he's been through.
Yeah, it's sad. He's definitely not the man anymore.
Not like he used to be.
No.
He can still go. He can still put on a really good match, but not like he has.
I have another theory about what's going to happen, but I'll get to it later because it involves other stuff. So let's do predictions. How do we do?
Oh, yeah, prediction.
Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes. So I called, like we kind of said, I kind of called how it was going to go. So much so that I put 8 on it and got it right.
How much did I put on it, do you know?
You put 7.
Oh.
Yeah, you put 7 on it.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay. Hurting for certain. I
missed my 9 though.
Yeah, I'm in the danger zone though. I don't know what I put on those other matches that I lost, so I could be in some trouble here. I don't
So
know.
this one was a 2-part question.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
who was going to be the starting members of each team?
and it was Jack and one of the Jacksons. I'm not sure which one.
Yep. It was Jack Perry and Nick Jackson. And you said Jack and Josh, and I said Jack and Nick.
You son of a bitch.
Yes.
Oh, that's some lucky bullshit. All right.
Lucky.
I still can't tell them apart.
I know I still can't either. I actually had to look it up to see which one. Actually, no, I didn't, because they did say
They said who's
on commentary, Nick Jackson. Yes. That's the only way I knew. I still don't know which one's which.
All right. Let's move on to the next match, which was the AEW Women's World Championship. Chris Statlander defending against Mercedes Moné. Let's do a rating. Ah! Getting marker all over me. Keep dropping shit. All right.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. We're kind of in sync with our ratings today.
Wow. Yeah, except for that random 5 you gave.
Yeah, we were a little off on that one. But it happens. If we were identical all the time, the show would suck. How was our expectations and cage match?
Expectation. Me 7, you 6.
Okay. So met my expectations and not quite met yours. But fairly spot
I could
on.
think of a couple reasons why it wouldn't have. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
And what cage match think?
Cage match. Cage match 8.18.
What are they smoking? Okay. Well,
It's
probably
Mercedes. She gets extra couple points.
Yeah, I think they're smoking the same thing that Bleacher Report is, because they gave it an A. Which I think is,
Of course they did.
they like this match better than the $1 Million match. They like this match better than Briscoe and Fletcher. They like this match better than basically everything except for... Nope, this is their favorite match of the night so far.
Wow. I doubt the next one's going to be. But we shall see.
Yeah. All right. Notable moments and observations from the Bleacher Report. Statlander seemed to land badly on her left forearm early, setting up a strong focused attack from the CEO on the arm. The crowd was quiet for this early, worn down from what was becoming a late night, but the CEO awoke the crowd with a wild 14 amigos. Yeah, that was a cool homage.
That put me to sleep.
The early match was tiring. I did like the 14 amigos spot though. She basically
That went way too.
Well, she did one for each belt, which was funny.
And you know what would have been good? Say the name of the fucking belts.
Yeah, that's a good point. Here's one for the CMML belt. Here's one for the TV championship. Here's one for the Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
cool. 13 belts. What are they?
Yeah, no one knows.
If they're that important to do 13 suplexes, one for each one, tell me the fucking name of them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't care.
Huge missed opportunity there. That's a good point. Monet dominated a long stretch of this until Statlander caught her with a blue thunderbomb off the apron to the floor, which was a nice move. This set up a possible count-out win for Stat. Put in a reversed image from their match a year ago. The CEO slipped back in just after 9. Stop doing that spot. It's stupid. I hate it. I hate it. It's so dumb. No one is going to lose a count out like that. They're just not going to. It would be stupid. Stop doing that spot. It's dumb.
If it was me, I would try to kick the person off the apron or
right?
keep them from coming in the ring.
Yeah. But no, they just let them get in every time. They're just like, no, that's fine.
Especially if I'm champion. If I'm champion, sure, I'll win by count out. Doesn't matter if I'm a babyface or a heel.
Yeah, I hate that spot. It's so stupid. The only thing I can think of is it gives them a rest. Like, that's the point of it, is to give them a rest. Like, it's like similar to a rest hold. If that's the case, okay, I get it. But it's still a bad spot. It's just so cliche and just annoying. Statlander locked in a statement maker on Monet, but the CEO stretched the injured hand of the champion and turned it into her own statement maker. This was a cool kind of back and forth part of the match. The champion almost put Monet away with a package pile driver, but the CEO barely got her hand on the rope. Also a really good spot. The CEO nearly took it herself. Wow, the English that they use is just pretty awful in this article. The CEO nearly took a win herself after a Poison Rana and Meteora off the bottom rope, but Statlander kicked out. But eventually Statlander defeated Monet via pinfall. I don't remember what move she used, though.
I don't either. I just remember it seemed kind of sudden. Seemed like kind of a sudden end.
Yeah, I can't even find it. Doesn't even say what the end was. The Poison Rana was cool. It was a nice callback to her match with Bailey back in NXT.
Yep.
That being said, though, I think the Meteora is one of the dumbest looking moves in wrestling right now. Stop doing it.
Does it a lot.
Yeah, she does it all the fucking time. It's so bad. It doesn't look good. It just looks like you're just shoving your crotch in their face. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look the way it's supposed to look because you don't do it well. So stop doing it. Hate it.
She did. She hit her Saturday Night Fever finisher.
I don't know why I can't picture that. I can't picture that move. The package pile driver looked nice though that she did.
Yeah, it's almost like a type of like a cradle pile driver.
The package pile driver or her finisher?
Her finisher.
Oh yeah, I remember it now. Yeah. And she covers one leg, right?
I think she puts her hands over both legs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm picturing. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Chris Statlander's still your champion. Mercedes Moné still can't capture the big one. Still continues to collect the lesser gold.
Got 13 titles and just can't
14.
win
14.
any title.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, what's 13 still bigger than
14? She has 14. Well, she said she has 14. I don't know what titles they are, but she has 14. Yeah, I don't know. She will win it, but I still don't know whether it will be after she wins a specific amount of titles or if it's going to be after she loses all of them. That's what I don't
I have no idea.
I don't know where they're going with it, but they're still going with it. So I'm guessing she's going to win some more. Are there any companies left?
Probably.
She's got to win some New Japan
There's
stuff.
just no one knows them.
Does she have the New Japan women's title already?
I think she has a Stardom belt.
Stardom belt? I don't even know.
Yeah, and then coming out of this, there's nothing for either one of them. Because for the women, there's more focus on the tag team.
Were either of them on Dynamite?
Stat did have a backstage pre-tape that was absolutely horrible.
Oh, no.
Just not good at all. And Mercedes was not there.
Well, at least the person that won was on the show. All right, I got nothing else.
Not live.
Right.
It was sure it was a good match.
It was decent.
A little unpredictable on who would win. Would Mercedes win?
I was pretty confident that Chris was going to win, but I don't know. Guess we'll find out in the predictions. Let's get to those predictions.
Hey, we'll find as a nice little segue. So I thought Mercedes would do it. I guess foolishly, and I remember saying in my justification, the justification I was given for an answer was that Stat was going to win, but for some reason I picked Mercedes.
Right, I do remember that. Yeah,
maybe
you were hoping.
In my head, I was thinking I was, or in my head, I was thinking I was picking who I was justifying, but I wasn't. But I picked Stat, or I picked Mercedes. You picked Stat.
Ooh, okay. Wow.
So you got a 6 and I got 0.
This is gonna be close. I'm scared now.
And that was my 7. That was my 7-pointer.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
We both lost our 7-pointer. Wow, this is really gonna be close. Oh no, it's
the
not.
Big magical, not magical. The big number for the women's matches is 20 minutes. There's only been one match over 20 minutes. Was this one going to be over or under 20 minutes?
Pretty sure it was under. You don't know?
No, I know what it was.
Oh, but not who made
the yeah, who said which? 23 minutes and 9 seconds.
Whoa! Wow.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it went as long.
No. That's weird.
But
shit.
I hit the over, you hit the under.
Shit. That's crazy. 23 minutes? It didn't feel like that.
23 minutes. Yeah, this was
the 14 Amigos took 15 of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Only one other match was longer. And it was the Mark Briscoe Kyle Fletcher match. Even the Casino Gauntlet match was shorter. That was 22:54.
Interesting. All right. I guess that leaves us with the final match.
Final match, the main event.
AEW World Championship. Hangman Adam Page defends against Samoa Joe. I'm thinking. Your fourth no DQ match of the night.
Yes.
All right. I reluctantly have mine.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Oh, we match again. What the fuck? All right.
And not in the good way, in the bad way.
Yeah, in the bad way. What was our max ceiling on this one? Our expectations.
Oh, this was on the second page. I had 9 and you had 7.
Ooh, not hitting those. Yeah, cage match, probably give it a 10.5.
I think. So when I said the other match, which one? Oh, this wasn't the worst. This was 6.77.
Ooh, even they didn't like it all that much. Interesting.
No, a lot of people didn't like it.
Interesting.
I saw on the socials, especially on Twitter, a lot of people didn't like it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, as we've come to expect, Bleacher Report gave it an A-, because fuck. Notable moments and observations from the match. Yeah, I have no idea how they got an A minus. What the fuck? Hangman came out with a red-tinged Titantron and the song American Venom from Red Dead Redemption 2. Since this is also the title of the epilogue in Red Dead Redemption 2, this could have been a hint of what was to come. I don't think anyone realized that that's where that song was from. I thought he got a new theme song, and I was like, that song sucks. What the fuck was that? I'm like, you have 2 sick-ass themes. Why do you don't need a third? And then the third one's so I'm glad it was just a temporary theme because it sucked. It was bad.
And it was temporary because on Dynamite
he went back to the face one.
His
cowboy shit. Good.
Yep.
Samoa Joe bled heavily and consistently early in this match, leaving crimson everywhere, especially on the white ropes and ring. Hangman was also broken open, but it was hard to tell how much his blood was his versus Joe's. Despite the cowboy declaring he took out Shibata, the wrestler arrived to get involved. Eddie Kingston fought him off. Referee Paul Turner went down after colliding with the cage. Hangman caught him with a deadeye and buckshot lariat with no count possible. And Samoa Joe eventually gets the win. I think via a what was it, Koki to clutch. And new AEW champion Samoa Joe. After the match, for reasons unknown, the Ops comes out to celebrate with Joe, and then they start beating down or threatening to beat down Adam Page, something like that. And then
Nope.
What were they doing?
So
this is how
Shibata come down. Shibata come down to try to interfere. He was climbing the cage. Eddie Kingston came down, pulled him down. They fought, kind of took each other out. Will Hobbs came down, he broke the chain and the lock, and got the door open. Adam Page took him out. Page had Joe Page had Joe knocked out with a buckshot lariat.
Yep.
And then Hook came down.
Oh, right, Hook. Oh, I forgot about that.
Grabbed the belt and hit Page. Joe got up, hit Page with the muscle buster on the belt, and then covered for the pin.
So then but then what did they do after the match that caused the guy to return? What were they doing? They were just celebrating, I guess?
Yeah, they were just celebrating.
And then the lights go out, and Prince Nana appears on stage, and everyone's hyped up and getting ready to do the swerve shuffle. Except he comes back with a new theme song that sucks.
I liked it.
You liked it? Ugh. When Nana was doing this, I was like, no, you're not swerving.
Yeah.
You're not driving. What is this?
Yeah, that's not the song to swerve while you drive to.
No. I was so disappointed with that. I'm like, that song was perfection for him.
Now, I mean, the song I liked is probably not ideal for a entrance theme.
Yeah.
But I like the song.
That's fair. Bad theme.
That's probably a better way to put it.
Yeah. His other song, or his previous song, was so much better. He comes out and obviously beats down
slowly.
Well, that's his bag.
Walks to the ring.
He's the Randy Orton of AEW.
Yeah, he is.
He takes out all the Ops, and him and Adam Page, Strange Alliance, stand tall at the end of the show, even though Page is no longer champion. So, I mean, it's inevitable that Swerve and Page would eventually ally. I get it. It's a little weird considering what they've been through. You know, this isn't your.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not your.
Swerve did help Paige win
Yeah, that's true.
the title.
That's true.
Also, I mean, Joe did as well, but he ended up turning heel.
Yeah. And Hook.
And Hook?
Hook being like the thing that really changes the match, I was like, really?
When after the last couple of months, they've beaten Hook a few times.
Yeah, I would not have predicted
And then,
Hook was going to be like the big, the game changer.
And on Dynamite, they did a half-assed attempt of explaining how Hook did it.
How he did it. He went down to the ring and he
how
nailed
he
him
did it, yes.
with the belt.
Well, like how it was a ploy the whole time. How it was how that was the plan all along, about how
what a load.
They were never at odds with each other when even though it was Paige, Hook, and Eddie Kingston were in a match against the Ops. And then how Joe got his title opportunity in the 4-way match with Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Hook, or something like that. There was a 4-way match. The winner gets the title match at Full Gear. Hook was in the match. Samoa Joe was in the match, obviously, and Hook tapped out to Samoa Joe. But they played that as part of the plan for Hook to cost the match so Joe would win the title match. Or the title opportunity. Does that make sense?
Yes and no. Bunch of convoluted nonsense.
Like, I'm going to lose the match. Like, I'm Hook. I'm going to throw the match so you get the title opportunity. And the whole plan is for me to look like I'm the good guy. Hook is the good guy. But in reality, we've been scheming together the whole time. Even though Joe beat the shit out of Hook a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, I was speechless. I was kind of like, oh.
Well, that's Hook.
Yeah, it's Hook. So I was just like, oh. That's the guy that's going to turn? Okay.
That's the guy that's going to be the reason Paige, your main character in your company, the best redemption story that you've told in 6 years, on why he's going to lose his title after 4 months, is Hook.
Yeah. He's Hook. And Samoa Joe. Which, there's nothing wrong with Samoa Joe, but like, it's not exactly a spring chicken anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I blacked out during this match. Even watching it the next day when I only had to watch 3 matches, I blacked out during this match. I was just like, it's just like another no DQ match. I'm like, oh my god, okay, whatever. Here we go. And I was fully expecting Paige to win because I was like, why would they have Samoa Joe win? And I still am asking. you have factions like the Death Riders, and who's the other big faction? Not the conglomerate, the Don Callis family. You have these huge factions, and somehow coming from ROH, the Ops suddenly comes out of nowhere after being losers for so long, and now all of a sudden they're a force to be reckoned with, I guess. I don't know, man. It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing was, why turn Joe heel if he's not going to win? But even still, with that, I
didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it would happen because it's AEW and they don't always do things that
make sense.
Make the most sense in my head.
It still doesn't make sense though. I'm like, okay, Samoa Joe. So that means what? Where's this going? And so going back to what I was sort of talking about earlier with the Elite, I'm thinking the Elite join up with Swerve, and we have some sort of big Swerve and the Elite versus the Ops match, probably like Anarchy in the Arena or something like that. That's probably that. I'm assuming that's
That will be
the build, but I don't know. I shouldn't assume anything with AEW because it would have to make sense if, you know.
I mean, in Dynamite, Paige and Swerve came out together to confront the Ops. So I don't know.
Maybe not then.
What were they going to do? A triple threat match? Joe Page and Swerve?
No.
If they have a team, Page and Swerve.
You mean trios?
Yeah, trios.
Yeah,
triple threat.
Yeah, you said triple threat. I was like, there's no way they're going to do that. Yeah, trios maybe. I don't fucking know. I'm not interested either way.
Then if you do Page and Swerve as a team to team up against Joe and somebody, who's it going to be? Joe and Hook?
Joe and Hook versus Swerve and Page. Oh, that's a big match.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these is not like the other.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
So then on Dynamite, they had a little backstage segment with Eddie Kingston. Because he was teaming up with Hook. He was saying, I don't know what the hell Hook's problem is. I know I'm not in line for a title shot, but if I can beat Shibata, maybe I can get a title shot. So Shibata, I challenge you for Collision on Thursday, which they're airing it tonight. They taped it, tonight on Thanksgiving on Thursday.
Right.
They taped it last night. So Eddie Kingston against Shibata tonight. Maybe they're trying to build up Eddie Kingston for a title match.
Eddie Kingston versus Samoa Joe.
For a title match.
What is happening right now?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, do you have Paige go for a rematch?
My hope is that
or Swerve.
Well, I mean, there has to be some sort of comeuppance, right? Adam Page is not going to just walk away, right? But also, you have to remember that MJF's waiting in the wings too,
right?
So it's what's he going to do?
Is a comeuppance for Joe, or is it for Hook, the one that cost you the match?
Yeah.
And is it really comeuppance
against a guy
to go after Hook?
That would be a slaughter. Yeah. I don't know, man.
I mean, I hate to use a comparison again, but that's kind of like Tozawa costing Seth Rollins the match.
Yeah.
Or no, Cody Rhodes. It's like Tozawa costing Cody Rhodes the title match, his title. And then Cody coming back for Tozawa.
Drop my 5 to a 4. I hate this match even more than I hated it before.
Wow.
I just hated it. I don't know what it was. Why? Do you know why other people hated it?
No, yours was a 4.
Oh, drop it to a 3 then. Fuck it.
Holy shit, TJ.
When the main event makes me black out after I have recharged my batteries the next day, it's not good. It's not good. Fuck that. It's not
Actually,
that
I dropped mine too, because I watched this after watching the entire show, including the pre-show.
You watched the pre-show? Oh, that's torture.
So this was 5.5 hours in for me.
Oh, God.
Yes. After working all day, too.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Well, I don't.
And having to be up early the next morning for work again.
Take another point off. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck. Yeah. Do better. Do better, guys. Seriously, do better. All right. Predictions. How'd we do?
Well,
I know
we both thought Paige was going to win. Yeah, we both thought Paige was going to win. Me a 0, you a 0. I will tell you that was your 9-pointer.
Oh, I'm so fucked.
I started off the night losing my 9-pointer.
Oh, that's true.
And you ended the night losing your 9-pointer.
Oh, that's true. And we both lost our 7-pointer. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. What's gonna happen? All right. Oh, what's the bonus?
And we both got our 8-pointer.
Wow.
Bonus question.
All right. It's gonna come down.
Oh yeah. So when Paige beat Joe before, it took him 3 buckshot lariats.
Oh right.
How many was he gonna hit this time?
God damn it! He hit one. Fuck. Because of that stupid fucking cage door opening.
Yeah, you were smart, TJ, and said, well, he's not going to be able to hit any because it's inside of a cage. Ha-ha!
But what if somebody opens the fucking door?
Hobbs to tear the door off. So, I guess 1.
Oh, man. This is going to be tight, but I'm not.
You said 0.
This is going to be tight, but I'm not confident. All right, so let's do the rating. What's the average rating? And then
average rating.
And then we'll find out if Colt 2 Belts is back or not.
This might be a new low for us for an AEW show.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that 3 probably brought it down pretty significantly.
Ratings.
Wow. Yeah, that was pretty low.
We were 1 rating point different.
Wow.
So 5.44 to a 5.33.
Wow.
It was low. It was definitely a non-memorable.
Yeah, that's the
memorable point. In a bad way. Yeah. Overall cage match was a 8.41.
Fuck yourselves, guys. You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
All right, the big moment. Who's walking away with the title? I'm thinking I don't know. It's gonna come down to the wire.
Let me get my
trivia championship.
Get my trivia belt. Sure.
He's doing a lot of thinking over there. Or no, he's at.
I'm not doing the thinking. Google Sheets is doing the thinking. Just telling them what to think. Function button. Yep. Definitely seemed back and forth, didn't it?
Sounds like it's not quite as back and forth as we thought. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm screwed.
Full Gear 2025. Come and gone. Your winner.
Oh!
And new. Oh! Predictions champion. Out of a score of, I don't know, a lot more than what either one of us got.
Holy balls.
Your winner.
He's
once again, 2 belts.
So I became
L2K.
I became TJ 2 Belts, and then in a span of the next 2 shows, I lost both of them. Wow. That is crazy. Well, thank you for tuning in, folks. If you want to reach me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
I'm at Colt2K on BlueSky and X.
If If you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server where you can find myself and Colt2K and so many others talking about pro wrestling, video games, and more. And if you're so inclined, patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where you can throw us a few bucks to help support the channel. We will be back shortly with Survivor Series predictions. But until then, Cole?
Yes, sir.
Take us out.
Well, that's going to do it for this endurance run of Wrestling Renaissance. Full Gear went long. We went longer. But the headline is clear. Colt2K takes back the Predictions Championship from TJ. A true comeback story, folks. The belt is home again, whether TJ likes it or not. Thanks for sticking with us through the marathon, and we'll be back next time, hopefully with fewer yawns and more hot takes. Till then, keep the Renaissance alive.